I was born in China, so my grandfather sent my parents and me to Kuala Lumpur. So that's where I grew up. In the neighborhood where there are Indians and Chinese and Malays. So my mother was she was making coffee, just coffee and tea and toast and eggs. And so this is where I grew up, multilingual. So I went to a girls' school based on Confucius principles. After 6 years, I transitioned to an English secondary school. So after I finished high school, I had a part-time job working for the Peace Corps. So I became a teacher for the Peace Corps volunteers. And my friend says, go to school in the US. And I applied and I was accepted with a scholarship to Wellesley. What was so impressive to me was the exchange program between MIT and Wellesley. So I took a lot of courses at MIT. And these professors were doing research in all over the world. So that was so inspiring to see professors who were doing research. I met my future husband when I was at Wellesley. He went to UC Davis Medical School, and I went to UC Davis graduate program in Anthropology. And that's where I met my professor, Dr. Lucille Newman, who had a grant from the WHO to look at how women and men in the world think about either enhancing their fertility or limiting their fertility. And the result of our collective work were published in the book called Women's Medicine by Lucille Newman. When I came back, I had my data under one arm and my baby, 6 months old, in the other arm. When I got my PhD, I went back. I went to the refugee camps with my husband. By then, I have 3 children. I dropped my kids off with friends and relatives, and we went to the camp. I had brought with me some questionnaires. I thought I could ask the women about their experience having been raped by the Thai pirates when they escaped by boat in the South China Sea. I couldn't use any of my questionnaire because there was so much loss and suffering. And I just ended up holding hands and crying with them. Dean Ted Covello, my dean, said that we have a student from Xinjiang that we could invite for our exchange program. So I took in the student, I gave a room and board. I wrote a play about what does it mean to live together, to eat together in the same household, across cultures and religion. Our students have a lot of need. It's more than just teaching the subject matter. They need encouragement. They need support. They won't ask you for it. It's up to us to show them. But how do you show them without showing that you're showing them? Because they all have something to share that I do not know. So I don't really teach. I share. I bring them along with me.
My name is Jose Trinidad Castañeda, a student of Dr. Ngin and a proud candidate for Fullerton City Council.
We call him Trini. So he always talks about me. So I thought, well, if he talks about me, I'm going to ask him to talk about me in front of you.
I remember it was up to 4 in the morning and Dr. Ngin and I are on the phone talking to each other, trying to get this last edits on this report out. And I just couldn't help but think, wow, like that's commitment.
In more practical terms, how do I share with the next student how to do an asylum project? And my book is all about that. My first case came when a woman asked me to help her. She was rejected by the immigration officer, so I sat her down, wrote a report, and I finally sent the report to the judge. The judge granted her asylum. So since 2002, attorneys have been asking me to help them. I want to teach my students to help other asylum seekers prepare their asylum application. Lawyers are not trained in culture, but we are. And the things we take for granted, like learning about race, culture, ethnicity, those are the ideas that are needed. People have told me if I have not won the cases for them, they won't see their parents. They'll go back to jail. They'll die. So I feel that, you know what? It's my job. I have a duty as a citizen of the world to do it for anybody.